After the song, Sri Ramakrishna resumed the conversation. Girish. Debendra Babu hasn't come. He says, in a mood of wounded pride, we haven't any stuff inside us. No filling of thickened milk. We are filled only with worthless lentil paste. Why should we go there? Master, surprised. Does he say that? He never said so before. Sri Ramakrishna took some refreshments and handed some to Narendra. Jotindeb, to the master. You always say, Narendra, eat this, eat that. Are the rest of us fools? Are we like straw washed ashore by the flood tide? Sri Ramakrishna loved Jotin dearly. Jotin visited the master now and then at Dakshineshwar and occasionally spent the night there. He belonged to an aristocratic family of Shobha Bajar. The master said laughingly to Narendra, he is talking about you. Sri Ramakrishna laughed and showed his affection to Jotin by touching his chin. He said to Jotin, come to Dakshineshwar. I will give you plenty to eat. The master went into the auditorium to see a farce. He sat in a box. He laughed at the conversation of the maid-servant. After a while, he became absent-minded and whispered a few words to M. Master, to M. Well, is what Girish Ghosh says true? Girish had lately been speaking of Sri Ramakrishna as an incarnation of God. M. Yes, sir. It must be true. Otherwise, why should it appeal to our minds? Master. You see, a change is coming over me. The old mood has changed. I am not able to touch any metal now. M listened to these words in wonder. Master. There is a very deep meaning in this new mood. Was the master hinting that a God-man cannot bear any association with worldly treasure? Master, to M. Well, do you notice any change in me? M. In what respect, sir? Master. In my activities. M. Your activities are increasing as more people come to know about you. Master. Do you see? What I said before is now coming true. After a few moments, he said, "Can you tell me why Poltu can't meditate well?" Sri Ramakrishna was ready to leave for Dakshineshwar. He had remarked to a devotee about Girish, "You may wash 1,000 times a cup that has held a solution of garlic. But is it ever possible to get rid of the smell altogether?" Girish was offended by this remark. When the master was about to leave, Girish spoke. "Girish, will this smell of garlic go?" Master: "Yes, it will." Girish: "So you say it will?" Master: "All smell disappears when a blazing fire is lighted. If you heat the cup smelling of garlic, you get rid of the smell. It becomes a new cup. The man who says he will not succeed will never succeed. He who feels he is liberated is indeed liberated. And he who feels he is bound verily remains bound. He who forcefully says, "I am free," is certainly free. And he who says day and night, "I am bound," is certainly bound.